I've been invited here to the beautiful Tawny Hotel by the insightful Hotel Hypnos series, where I will be able to discover just how this hotel delivers unique and restful experiences for their guests. I'll be exploring this incredible deconstructed hotel set in the 70-acre grounds of the Console Hall Estate and Gardens here in rural Staffordshire, and I'll be learning just how this hotel helps their guests to switch off, reconnect with nature, and enjoy a stay like no other. In a moment, I will be joined by General Manager Josh Chadwick, and I'll be able to ask him about how the hotel creates such luxurious stays for their guests in this natural, stunning environment. And I'm also keen to know more about sleep retreats and wellness travel.
Hello Alice and welcome to the Tawny.
It's lovely to meet you, Josh.
If you'd like to follow me, I'll show you around our room.
Thank you. Thank you so much for welcoming me here today. I am really looking forward to learning more. Perhaps we could start our conversation with you telling me a little bit more about yourself and about the hotel.
Absolutely. Well, welcome to the UK's first
Thank
fully
you.
deconstructed hotel. So that's the principle of our business. We wanted to do something different. Our owners saw a gap in the market and here we are today. We are located in Staffordshire. We have a variety of accommodation from tree houses, boat houses to our shepherd huts, a different bit of style for everything you're looking for really, and no stuffy hotel corridors. That's the big principle for us. We want guests to feel free and within the nature.
It's really important for you that your guests are able to escape life's pressures. Is that something that was at the core of the concept when the hotel was conceived?
That is a really big priority that was put into the principle of this design. Our owners would go to quite a few hotels and think, well, actually what was not good about that hotel? What could be done better? We want our guests to not feel that they're at work or there's a conference down there that reminds them of work. It's just leisure only and you're in your own little pod, so to speak, in the middle of nature, whether it be in the trees, on our grass verges, and really feel escaped from the busy environment people feel.
So could you tell me a few more examples of how you have translated that escapism for your guests?
So we always say you can feel like a big kid when you come here. So we've got our outdoor swimming pool heated all year round to 31 degrees in the winter, giant chessboard, hidden ping pong table, bikes to explore the estate, den making, forest bathing, lots of items for our guests to actually explore our full estate and not just feel they are trapped in one area.
Sounds amazing. But your commitment doesn't stop at the guest experience, does it? It also includes how you've addressed sustainability in the fabric of the buildings that you've got here at the Tawny.
Absolutely, sustainability is core with both our vision and our directors and owners. You could pick up all our bedrooms and you'd never know they were here. They're on steel beams, no concrete. This year we're investing in our solar panels and batteries, which will make us an A++ generated business. We're working with B Corp businesses, so our coffee, our tea, and also our waste disposables to really offset our carbon footprint here at the Tawny.
You must welcome thousands of guests here each year, and I am delighted to be able to stay here myself. What can I expect from my stay?
Well, we're delighted to have you stay here. You have a choice of 3 rooms to experience today. You'll see our retreats, you'll also see our boat houses and our popular tree houses as well. Different interiors, different styles, and something to suit everyone's needs. It's really important that people have their sleep, especially since COVID. Physical and mental well-being is more important than anything. And with the silence in the nature, it means guests can really be undisturbed. The majority of our rooms are deconstructed. You won't hear your room next door, room above, room below, no functions.
So you've mentioned a few of the elements that are within the rooms. what was the inspiration behind the interior design at the Tawny?
So our wonderful owner Sarah, she's our creative and finance director, so very two different roles. She did a lot of the furniture design, and a big one was around the beds, so that is why we chose Hypnos. And with Hypnos, we also like the sustainability credentials that went along with the red tractor. And some of our rooms have the headboards, and the timber again is all sustainable, which is fantastic as well.
So you found that good quality sleep has been really key to the guest experience?
100%, yeah. So, and it comes down again from our beds to our linen to our pillows. So our guests get a pillow preference on arrival. So they were like firm, feather, soft, medium. You will experience a lot of relaxation. You'll have the choice to switch off with our blackout curtains, our dark rooms, and to explore our wonderful estate with lots of hidden secrets, pockets of history, and also the new additions our gardening team are making. So I hope you have an amazing stay, and I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow.
Thank you. What a treat. I'm back now from exploring what the Tawny has to offer, and I've had the opportunity to experience 3 of the accommodation types that guests are able to choose between. I've been to the tree houses, the retreats, and now I'm back here at the Boathouse. Each of these accommodation types really sits brilliantly within its setting. The corrugated steel at the Boathouse really emulates its functional nature. And all of the interiors bring the outside in, perhaps with their colour palette, perhaps with the material choices. And always, the minute you enter the space, you are gifted a picture view. I cannot wait to have a good night's sleep and explore more tomorrow. I tell you, it was the best night's sleep I have ever had.
That's great to hear.
You know, I was staying in the Boathouse and I made the most of all of the fantastic services that you have in there with the indoor bath and the outdoor bath. And it was wonderful. And that night sky, that deep navy blue on the walls was a fantastic touch.
It was key with our interiors and everything we pop in the rooms. It's ensuring it's not just about when you get into bed, it's your preparation before bed, switching off to get your mind set to a certain area. And by having a dark and captured room or looking at the stars with an outdoor bath, it's really important to get you into that mindset and then into the bed with a good quality mattress, some choice of pillows to whatever you prefer. And it's all those key elements that mean you wake up the next morning ready for the day, ready for a hearty breakfast, and to go about and to enjoy some activities.
And I'm not the only person that sleep is so important for. It's important for all of your guests, isn't it?
Absolutely. Every guest that walks through our doors, it's important that they are rested, they're undisturbed, and that is why in where we are today, there's lots of peace, there's a bit of nature, but no loud sounds, no conferences, events, really encapsulated in your own area. So it's really key for all of our guests that they enter the room and leave feeling refreshed and revived.
And I was really able to experience how the quality of sleep was part of the bigger wellness picture. I can certainly see why we're experiencing such a rise in sleep tourism.
Absolutely. I think the escapism and ensuring you have a good night's sleep, undisturbed for a minimum of 8 hours.
The other aspect I particularly enjoyed was that link with nature. And it was really interesting to know that even the name, the Tawny, is linked with the nature that's here on site.
Absolutely. Our owners, when they were building the site, needed to come up with a name, and they were sitting here with quite a big building site, sipping a couple of drinks, thinking, what should we call it? And in the distance was the owls. And after some investigation, they realised there was tawny owls on site, and that was what made our name. So nature is to the core of every value we have.
Well, I've had just the most wonderful stay, the best night's sleep, and it was an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you so much.
No problem. It's a pleasure to welcome you.
my stay here at the Tawny has been the most enjoyable experience, and I really loved the chance to chat with Josh about how the quality of sleep is such an important component in how they address wellness for their guests. I've had the chance to walk around these beautiful grounds and to absolutely switch off and be screen free whilst I'm here. The way the Tawny has addressed sustainability at every level is really wonderful, and it really shows their dedication to their guest experience. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode of the Hotel Hypnos series.